So what am I going to do here on this very cloudy and still somewhat warm Memorial Day? I'm going to go for a pretty long loop. I'm going to go through quite a few cities and towns, all back roads, and I'm going to take you guys with me. We're going to see what we get into. But dogs and butts. I already see dogs and butts. More butts. So many butts. Alright, on with the ride. Smell food. Smells good. Smells good. So, I admit, probably not the best of days to go out, but, I mean, what are you going to do? You got a long weekend after all that staying home from work, and it's Memorial Day, and it's not going to rain, hopefully. 0% chance of rain. So, knowing my luck, I will at probably some point run into some rain, but whatever. I didn't feel like putting the other jacket on. I felt like wearing leather today. So, we'll see what happens. And this is, I'm planning this out to be probably my longest single video that was not a live video. So, I'm hoping you guys stick with it. I'm going to have some fun stuff in there. Maybe I'll throw some music in there. Who knows? Because I'm just doing it on the fly right now as I'm riding. Who knows what's going to happen once you get all the film and you hit the editing room and see what you got. But I will make it fun and entertaining because that's what I do. Alright. So, what I'm doing, I'm going to cruise down the Ave, which then puts me on the route that I want to be on for like an hour. Like this route goes, you know what? Instead of just explaining it, why don't I just put like a little map up here? Yeah, so you can see. So I'm going to cruise all the way from here, all the way up there to my first stop, where I'm probably going to try to find some food. And then, you know, I guess I'll cut across all the way over here, and then cut down this way, and make my way back home. At least that's the plan. We'll see what happens. Really, guys? What are you doing? Gotta get that coffee, though, right? Don't worry, though. You're not addicted to drugs or alcohol or anything. You're just addicted to caffeine, right? Alright. So we meet up with the boulevard here. And then it's kind of like this one road thing for a little bit. And then we get another split coming up here. So if you go straight, you get right onto the highway. It's like a half-mile drag right onto the highway. But if you bear right, we stay on the route that we want to be on for pretty much the entire time. Let's go. So, as you saw on the map, this is pretty much a straight shot north. Up here, I gotta make there's another fork in the road. Gotta make a right. Now, a little bit further down, this road gets a lot of fun. So, got a lot of, I don't know if I've ever noticed that house before. That was nice. This road gets a lot of fun. You got some twisties, some slight elevation changes, just some overall fun road. So let's get up to that point. Ooh, a little wiggle out of that turn. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but I wasn't even pushing that hard. That was one thing too. I know a lot of people when they ride, they listen to music and they have like the AirPods and stuff like that in. Or if you got one of those cool helmets that have like the Bluetooth, you can just kind of sync it to the whole helmet. It's got the built-in speakers. I don't listen to music or anything like that. I have earplugs in now because I know this is going to be a longer trip. So I don't want to, get that buzzing in my ears by the time I'm done with this. I plan on being out for a couple hours. Shorter trips, like I might commute to work or something like that, I won't put the earplugs in. If I know I'm hitting the highway, like if I need to get to work quick or something like that, I'll throw the earplugs in, just to save your ears. It's just, it's all a safety thing. I'm not like a wimp or anything, but trust me, you want to save your ears. You want to be able to hear when you're getting to your 60s or your 70s. Okay, so remember when I was talking about like that road that had elevation changes and some twisties? It's that road. I came a different way. I usually almost always come from that way, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's one of those days. I was like riding, I'm like, wow, I don't remember any of this. And then I'm like, we haven't hit the woods yet. Oh, there's no twisties. And then I get to that intersection, I'm like, probably because I went the wrong way, dumbass. It's alright, we're still on course. Oh, the geese are running in the road. Oh, they have babies. Are you guys gonna go? What are they gonna do? Go. Go, across the road. Oh. I think that's enough. I don't know what they're doing. Go! Go geese! Go with your babies. Good job, geese. So, this is a long straight ass road from here. There's a rotary that kind of splits up the ride a little bit, but the speed limit's like 50-55 the whole way. Some people might think that's boring. I actually don't mind it. You can just like cruise along. I'll put my throttle lock on for some of it in spots where I know there are no intersections or anything like that. When I get back to like the kind of the town part of it, I'll take the throttle lock off because that's not good. You don't want your throttle lock on when you're like doing some sort of like back roads, town type driving. You guys want to know where all the cranberry juice in the world comes from? Right there. Maybe not the whole world, but for most of the United States, this is where it comes from. Are there cranberries anywhere else in the world? I'm not 100% sure about that. Maybe someone can let me know. In your country, do they have cranberries? Like cranberry bogs? Alright, coming up here is that rotary I was talking about. They changed the lanes on this rotary, and it is just, people don't know how to do it in the first place. But now it's just even worse. So if I want to go around, I got to be in this lane, right? So watch this. I'm going to go. I have to cut across here. Now, I want to get into the next lane. I have to cut across there. Hope no one's coming here, and then take a right here. That's like, on a bike, that's insane. Man, that's dangerous. We did that same rotary on one of our spider rides, and we had a car weave in and out of us because, number one, they had someplace they had to be, and number two, the lanes are so weird. Like if you're not familiar with that and you go through that, you're like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Not very friendly at all. Oh, nothing. That's another rotary. What do you guys call it from where you're from? I think they're like roundabouts or rotaries, and I'm pretty sure there's like another word for it. But look, we got a giant sign that says rotary. I actually spent a lot of time in this area growing up. There used to be a lot of cool shops like around here. This is the one way going around, so this one isn't nearly as complicated as the first one we went through. Just gotta make sure people actually yield. You got like a little park in the middle of it, and you got like shops all along the sides of it. It's really cool. Got like this really old gas station here. For the longest time, he still had like the old school pumps, like not digital or anything like that. It was actually pretty cool. Alright, so now we get into the food part of my journey. I'm gonna see if the Burger King drive-thru is open. If that's not, there's a KFC Taco Bell down the street. I'll see if that's open. If that's not, I gotta make a little ride to a Wendy's. But let's see. Let's start with this Burger King first, which is a really cool Burger King. So it used to be a train station, and they converted it to a Burger King. Drive-thru open. Yes. All right. So this is where I'm gonna get some food, hang out, and continue the journey. I don't know what I want. Awesome. Thank you. Too. All right. Park. Recharge the camera, stuff like that. Eat. And we will continue the journey. See you guys when I'm done. Dude, slow the fuck down. Really? Fucking cruising in the parking lot for no reason. Especially around a blind corner. But, anyways, on to the second leg of my journey. I charged the camera up a little bit, transferred some files so I made sure I have enough space on the SD card, and ate some food. So, got some caffeine in me, some nice burger, greasy Burger King. The cave. It's kind of creepy. I'm not sure I want to go. And we go. So it's a pretty, as you can see by the map, it's a pretty long circle. So this route's going to take me a while. Then I'm going to hop onto the next route, which is going to take me a while. And that third leg is going to take me back down south. Back home. So let's see what we can get into on this leg of the journey. Oh, that place used to be cool. It used to be a par 3 golf course, but like it used to be like really small. Like I think the longest hole was like 110 yards or something like that. It was almost like kind of like a chip pitching chipping type deal. You know, you had like a 60-yard hole or something, but it was fun. Honestly, if I had the money, I would buy that and redo it because it's a fun place. And this intersection is also horrible. Now that I'm talking about that place. God, so many accidents since they've redone this. Because again, if you're not familiar with the area, there's no arrows or anything like that on the road. There's no signs. They're just like, have at it. Well, yeah, people have had at it and have had accidents. Oh, fun story about this intersection. Yeah, this whole ride's about intersections and rotaries. Never used to be lights here. And these side streets were stop signs. I can't tell you how many times people have blown those goddamn stop signs and almost killed me. Because this is like a 40, 45 mile an hour zone. And you got those side streets that are 30. They got people just not paying attention, especially at night. Just totally blow the stop sign. It's crazy. It's a miracle that I'm still alive. Because of other people's mistakes on top of my own mistakes. Squirrel! Oh God. I'm glad he thought about it. He was like, oh, maybe. But I saw him in time, and we both swerved in the opposite direction, so that all worked out. But here is... Oh, bumps. Oh God. So many bumps. Alright, here is my left-hand turn for the leg home. And this is not 100% of a straight shot, but it is just all south. As you can see on the map. My map. Shut up! This guy's always selling like cool little, cool big old cars. Because old cars are huge. Then it dives right back down into a right-hand turn with a little downhill. Alright, I'm going to pass this guy. Could have some clear road. A little bumpy, more squiggly signs. That was fun. Boom, over the highway. No! Brakes. That's one of the things that, oh, what am I? Oh, I can't even think of the goddamn word I want to say. I'll get back to you. There's a word that I'm thinking of, and it's what I really want to like. Oh, it's what I take for granted in the Spider. Jesus Christ, is the braking, just the foot braking, and the fact that I can just smash the goddamn pedal and not have to worry about anything. The ABS and traction control and stability control will just kick in. Now that's bad because you start developing bad riding habits. Like, if I were to get on two wheels, there's no way in hell I'd be able to do the same exact, brake the same way that I brake in the Spider. Because, I'm going to be honest, there are some times where I brake pretty late, and I don't think I'd be able to make some of those moves on two wheels. So I'm going to go all the way down this road. There is a turn up here that I usually take, just to kind of like, as a cut through, but I'm not going to do any cut throughs today. I'm gonna go all the way down. Alright, yeah. It's been a while since I've been all the way down. Alright. Alright, now it's getting weird. I gotta stop. Alright, I'm not one into churches, but I will have to say the architecture of this church is amazing. It's a really nice building. Look! It's like what I'm riding, but it doesn't have wheels. Haha, jokes. Yes. Oh, look where we're at. Yet another rotary. And this one goes around another park. It's got like a cool little fountain and stuff in it. And at least this one isn't that bad. It's got marked lanes. It tells you kind of like where you're going, stuff like that. So, whatever. And if you want to hang out with the heroin addicts in the middle of the park, you can. You know, stuff like that. I just wanted to make sure you could see me, because I had a feeling he was just going. So if you keep following this road, this puts you right out onto the highway. You son of a bitch. That wasn't even close. He saw me and he just went out anyways. Wow, what's up with people today? So, what I was trying to say is, I have to go on a little stricter highway to get to the road that I want to get on to take back roads back home. Or I could follow the highway and just go all the way home, but that's boring. So, let's take some back roads. This guy's going really slow. saw me at all. I just wanted to make sure. See, Ian, if you beep at people, they might pay attention. You have a slightly better chance of not getting hit. I still want to put a hella horn in this thing, though. I think it would be friggin' hilarious. I tried. Me and my friend Emilio, we tried to put it in here, but the horn that I had was too big for where the horn is actually placed here. And it's like wedged like within some of the plastic frame part of it, like the front of it, so it's not like we could really make it work. So I gotta maybe look something up, get a better horn at some point. Remember I was talking about cranberry bogs? There's some all right there. They're all over the place like this. Let's see where this guy goes. Another rotary. God, what's the rotary count? Mr. Editor Dude, put the rotary count down at the bottom. See, and look at it. What's really cool? Total circle. Remember at the beginning, I took a right at this fork. That guy, I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, so now we're meeting at that point where I took that first split. Total giant circle, and now I'm headed back to the city. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that Memorial Day ride. Had some stuff happen. Had people cut me off as usual. Had to use the horn a lot. A lot of friggin' rotaries. But just had to get out. Another day off. Long weekend. Memorial Day. Somewhat decent. No rain, but it's cloudy. But that's not a big deal. You still get out and ride. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna cruise back into the city. Go home, and I'll see you guys on the next one. What do we have here? Some bonus dogs and butts. Huge fluffy dog. And a butt.